the investor friends.
Okay,
They
go
want
ahead.
me to state this. It says, okay, we never knew we had $83 million until Alex reported it stolen on August 17, 2022.
Wow.
Where and how did we get $83 million? Question mark. Could it have been from a rug pull when all GOPX2 tokens were transferred to Bitmark within an hour? I kind of covered that. And you know, sometimes a rug pull, just to try and explain what that is, but that's when the price went up to $7,000, and then the rug was pulled out from underneath the so-called investors, and it dropped down to around $1. So what this person is saying is that we didn't know anything about the $83 million. So where is the $83 million? Do you have it, Alex?
Yeah.
Do you have it, Alex?
Yeah.
Do you have it, Alex?
See.
I think we need to ask the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, to find that $83 million to help them.
To help them, yeah. The FTC.
Yeah, so he needs help. If he can't manage money, then we need to help him.
Yeah.
And I think
we need to do it. Yeah. So, and this is why
the forensic evidence that shows it.
Right. So,
all right.
Let me just say this, and let me put this little input, this little 2 cents in. I want you to repeat that date again, because that date is very, very important. So repeat it to our listeners once again about the $83 million.
Okay, I'm gonna read it again.
Okay. Go ahead.
We never knew we had $83 million until Alex reported it stolen on August 17, 2022. Where and how did we get $83 million? Question mark.
Right.
Could it have come from the rug pull when all GOPX2 tokens were transferred to Bitmark within 1 hour?
Right.
That's when I was explaining in the beginning. When the price went up to 7,000, all of a sudden these tokens appeared on the Bitmark exchange.
Right.
And then shortly after, the price plummeted.
Right.
See this for people, and I'm not trying to discredit anybody.
Right.
For people who don't deal with this on a daily basis, it has to be repeated over and over and over again so you get the concept.
Right.
It's about trading. It's about buying and selling. It's about buying low and selling high.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
You bought the tokens were $1. It went up to $7,000. When it peaked, they pulled the rug out.
Right.
So the people who bought at the low and it went up to $7,000 and disappeared, those are the people with the money.
Right.
And the evidence, according to the forensic information, is saying the GOPX wallet, whoever was in control of that wallet, has the $83 million. Let's just totally be clear.
Yeah. Exactly. Let me hold on. Yeah, let me give a shout out. Hold on. So moving forward, let's before I say anything, because I'm gonna give my last commentary about the whole situation. Let's go to the phone line real quick. All right, hey, this is Jessica. And Jessica says, "Hey, Uncle T, yes, it seems like that it could be fraud." She says we were hoping and praying that it wasn't, but maybe it is. All right, well, thank you, Jessica. Let me give you a shout out. All right, hold on. Let me see who this is. This was Edward. Hey, Edward. He says, there's nothing relevant about this company, man, from day one. All right, well, hey, thank you, my brother. All right, this is, hold on, let me see. Who is this right here? Okay, this is Sheila. Hey, Sheila. She says, I don't understand what's the problem. If you got that, if you have that kind of money, then why are you not building the system to pay us? That's what we're here talking about, sweetie. That's why we're here talking about it. Yep. That's why we're here talking about it, because we're trying to figure out the same thing that you're asking these questions. We're trying to figure out the same thing, why certain things are not happening. All right, hey, this is Rashad. Hey, Rashad. Excuse me. He says, hey, Uncle T. He says the minimum requirement for the token was $1. He says, what happened to the 500, man? He says, we should still have, the 500. Well, we should. Yep. You would think. Yeah, good question. You would think.
The problem is, to answer his question, is we never built the liquidity that Alex said that we were going to build with the consumption points. If you're selling tokens that are supposed to be for $500, there's no liquidity.
That's what I said.
That he keeps talking about.
There's none.
It's dollar for dollar.
Yep.
Dollar for dollar. That's what liquidity is.
And he sent some video out here about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, showing this guy that was talking about using the card, in the casinos and all that stuff. The same type of thing that he was talking about, but it had nothing to do with GOPX, man. It had I don't know if you saw that video. And the guy was talking about the Visa card, and you go and use the Visa card, and then you get so many points and so many this from it, a liquidity from it, and then other people go. Okay, but that was not GOPX. I don't know why he downloaded that and sent that out to people, because that didn't have a damn thing to do with GOPX, man.
No, he changed it.
His dream alive.
Come on, man. It's crazy. Hold on.
He just wants people to keep coming back. That's the money to fund his
lifestyle
escapades.
Well, let me say this. I'm gonna say this again. If you out there, man, using our money, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because we invested from our heart, thinking that everything was going to be good, looking for the future, having a vision of having some independence, and being able to live the same kind of lifestyle that you're out there living. We were under the impression that we're going to be able to do the same thing within a year and a half, 2 years, or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, I'm just like you. I'm just like you all. I am at the end of my rope, and I'm done. Okay. And I'm just going to keep it real. Yeah. All right, hold on. We're going to sum it up. And I'm going to let you guys out of here. I'm going to let you guys out of here because it's almost 10 o'clock. So we're going to go with you. We'll go with Maxine. Maxine, sum it up. What would you like to see, of the future of the future of GOPX? What would you like to see?
Well, I personally would like to get some sort of email from him explaining what happened, bringing all the information to light, like what Kenneth was explaining, that where's that $83 million? When we originally invested, it was a short-term investment, and that's where the frustration comes in, is he was never transparent in the beginning and telling us the truth so that we believe what he said versus what the truth actually is.
Right.
So fast forward a year later, that short-term investment is now a long-term investment, but we don't have any proof that anything is coming through. Right. What I would like to see in the future is, if he's not going to produce, that we are going to start filing, anything
with the FTC,
whatever needs to be done to start holding him accountable for the money, that 83 million plus whatever we don't know about that actually is out there. That's what I would like to see.
All right, let me give you a shout out. Hold on. All right. Amen. Amen. All right, Mr. Rosenbauer, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Personally, for me, there is no future for GOPX.
Okay.
In a perfect world, I would want him to fulfill everything that he said.
Right.
Right?
Right.
To have his consumption points, to have the liquidity, to have revenue coming in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And to function as he said it would function, and have enough liquidity so if people want their refund, they can have
it. They can have it. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Right. But what it is like his statements of liquidity, pending liquidity is a smokescreen in my eyes coming out of Alex's mouth, right? To solicit new investors.
Right.
It's just a smokescreen.
Right.
There's no income producing vehicle.
Right.
i.e. consumption points.
Right.
To build liquidity.
Right. Right.
In a bank to have withdrawals.
Right.
So if this continues to happen, he's going to keep on doing the same.
Yeah, the same thing. Yep.
It's going to be a continuous cycle.
Yeah.
It needs to end.
Yeah, exactly.
It needs to end.
I totally agree. Let me give you a shout out.
He's not going to stop until he stops.
Right.
He's not going to stop until he
stops. Right. I totally agree. Let me give you a shout out. Hold on. All right, I'm going to say this. Yeah, I mean, you know, we got some true warriors over here with me, and I really appreciate it. And I'm just going to give you my commentary. I'm going to piggyback off what they're saying. At the end of the day, man, and you know, like I said, as general manager here to the station, man, Alex, you came on here. You had a great idea. It sounded great, or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't have never thought in a million years this wasn't real. Okay? And this is from my heart. I decided to do certain things, make an investment for family, for my business, just as well as Maxine, Mr. Roseboro, as same thing. And so at the end of the day, what I'm going to say is, if you out here, man, being foul, and you knew you couldn't get this thing together, and it was all a scam from the beginning, then you know what, Alex, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm to the end of my rope. Okay. I'm not going to allow Cool Rhythms 98 get caught up in a bunch of toxic behavior and unprofessional behavior and go and take all of these money, and including ours, as hard as we work for it, and at the end of the day, man, thinking that you will not be held accountable for it. That's not going to happen. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, I'm not. It's not going to happen. So here's the deal, and I thank you guys for coming on with me tonight. Like I said, this is the end, the middle of July, almost July, August, September, October, November. You got 3 months. That's it. I'm like you. I'm like you, Mr. Rosenberg, Mr. Rosenbaro. I know somebody named Mr. Rosenberg, so forgive me for saying that. But Mr. Rosenbaro.
You can call me Kenneth.
Okay, Kenneth. All right. Well, thank you.
I just want to let you see how many times you said Rosenberg.
Yeah, okay.
It happens to me all the time. It's okay.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Kenneth.
Okay, thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate it. So at the end of the day, man, I just want to simply say this. We're gonna move forward. And whatever we need to do, whatever we have, whatever I have here at the station or whatever, we will move forward and do what we need to do. And at the end of the day, man, if you're not going to do what you need to do, Alex, then we'll let somebody else decide who's right and who's wrong. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right.
You're pretty generous with 3 months.
Well, you know, listen.
I was thinking the same.
Well, listen.
3 months is too long.
Well, listen. Here's the thing, man. I'm looking at the email. He's saying, well, we'll start giving some refunds back in November, when November gets here or whatever case may be, because I don't want him to get down there with, well, we was going to plan on giving some refunds in November. Then they said, well, let's give them to November anyway. And let's see what happens. So that's why I said.
That's too long. That's too long. That's right around Thanksgiving. All the holidays coming out. Everyone, that's a distraction.
It probably is. It probably is.
Forget about the money. We want the money now. Yeah. It's summertime.
Well, listen. I tell you what.
Maxine, that's how he got it the first time.
So listen. Right? Well, listen.
Exactly.
Here's my thing. I'll be talking to you guys. We'll be talking to each other. And we'll figure out where we want to go from here. But at least we want to let our listeners know we're concerned. We know you out there worried about it. We got your back. And, I'm here to hold him accountable. Because at the end of the day, like I said, man, there's no way in the world you're going to be out here living your life like the lifestyle of the rich and famous. And we got to be watching you live your lifestyle, and we can't get no part of it. No, it's not going to happen, my brother. No. It's not. Yeah. We're not going to do that. Yeah, we're not going to do that.
The wheels are in motion.
Yes.
Just know that.
Yeah.
Listeners.
Yeah. So don't
Just know that.
Yeah, we know what's going on. We're on top of it. We get it. We see the as I always call the blueprint. It's when you follow the blueprint, it shows nothing. It shows no evidence. The talking is good, but there's no action to back it up. And I always say action speaks louder than words, man. All right.
That's right.
All right. Well, hey, thank you so much, Maxine, and thank you so much, Kenneth, for coming on.
It was a great show.
And hey, well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, and I'll definitely be talking to both of you. So take care and God bless. And I love both of you, man. And thank you for coming on Cool Rhythms 98. And God bless you and good night. All right.
God bless. Good
night.
night.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay, same to you, Kenneth. All right. Thank you, Maxine.
Good night,
all right. Good night. Bye bye. All right.